So I'd like to call to order this regular council meeting in the town of Saugeen Shores. And I'll remind each member of their responsibility to declare any pecuniary interest you may have with anything on the agenda. Nothing. Then I have a motion that's been moved by Councillor Matheson and seconded by Councillor Mike Myatt that council adopt the minutes of the council meeting of June 22nd, 2015 as presented. Any questions or comments? All in favor? That's carried. The next item is Committee of the Whole minutes, and it's been moved by Councillor Dave Myatt, seconded by Councillor Don Matheson, that council note and file the Committee of the Whole minutes of June the 22nd, 2015. Any comments, errors? All in favor? That's carried. So the next item then is a report of Committee of the Whole. It's a general government report, June 22nd, 2015, and it's been moved by Councillor Rich, seconded by Deputy Mayor Charbonneau. The Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the General Government Report dated June 22nd, 2015, recommending the following. 1. The Council accepts the 2014 annual audited financial statements as presented by Michael Bolton of BDO. 2. The Council identifies the addition of a new two-tank aquatics facility to the existing Plex as the preferred long-term option to maintain aquatic programming in the Town of Saugeen Shores. The Council consider adding sufficient funds in the 2016 capital budget to undertake enough program development and preliminary schematic design so as to be shovel-ready in the event that the programs become available in future years to make a complete application for grant funding that would defray at least 2/3 of the approximate $12 to $13 million current estimated capital cost of this undertaking. That further updates to the town's long-term debt policy take into consideration the potential allocation of up to $4.5 million of available tax-funded debt room to be used for this purpose. That in the interim, staff continue to sustain current operations at Centennial Pool with the objective of continuing the aquatics program at that facility until such time as the construction of a new center becomes financially feasible and construction occurs. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That is carried. The next item is Environmental Services and Transportation Report, and it's been moved by Vice Deputy Mayor Huber, seconded by Councillor Minaj. The Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the Environmental Services and Transportation Report dated June the 22nd, 2015, recommending the following. That Clearwater Directional Drilling be awarded the contract for Goddard Street Lighting Conduit Installation Project Quotation Number 2015 6320 5555 in the amount of $31,931.40 plus applicable HST. 2. That Doug Wells Construction be awarded the contract for the Victoria Street Accessibility Upgrade Project, tender number 2015 6320 5310 in the amount of $94,118.08 plus applicable HST, and that the Mayor and Clerk be authorized to sign the necessary tender documents, and further that the over expenditure estimated to be an additional $45,000 be funded from the future capital reserve. Questions? Comments? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That is carried. The next item is a Planning and Development Report number 1. Excuse me. And these are lengthy reports. It has been moved by Councillor Minaj, seconded by Councillor Dave Myatt. The Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the Planning and Development Report 1, dated June the 22nd, 2015, recommending that Council support Solar Powers Network's request to install a 230 kilowatt rooftop mounted solar panel system, whereas capitalized terms not defined herein have the meaning ascribed to them in the FIT Rules version 4, and whereas SPN LP12, the applicant, proposes to construct and operate a rooftop solar project at 140 Grey Street South, Southampton, Ontario, in the Town of Saugeen Shores under the province's FIT contract, and whereas the applicant has requested that the Town of Saugeen Shores indicate by resolution Council support for the construction and operation of the project on the property, and whereas pursuant to FIT Rules version 4.0, applicants whose projects receive the formal support of local municipalities will be awarded priority points, which may result in the applicant being awarded a FIT contract prior to other persons applying to FIT contracts. Now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores supports the construction and operation of the project on the lands. Any questions or comments? All in favor then? Opposed, if any? That's carried. The next is a report of the Committee of the Whole, and it's a Planning and Development Report 2. And it's been moved by Councillor Matheson and seconded by Councillor Dave Mayette. The Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the Planning and Development Report 2, report dated June the 22nd, 2015, recommending that Council support the Green Energy Cooperatives of Ontario's request to install a 450 kilowatt rooftop mounted solar panel system. Whereas capitalized items not defined herein have the meanings ascribed to them in the FIT rules version 4.0, and whereas SA and G, LP, and this is the applicant, proposes to construct and operate a rooftop solar PV project, the project on 764, 780, and 794 Waterloo Street, 1199 Godrich Street, and 554 Irvings Drive, Port Elgin, Ontario, NOH 2C2, the lands in the Town of Saugeen Shores under the province's FIT contract program. And whereas the applicant has requested that the Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores indicate by resolution Council's support for the construction and operation of the project on the property, and whereas pursuant to FIT rules version 4.0, applicants whose projects receive the formal support of local municipalities will be awarded priority points, which may result in the applicant being offered a FIT contract prior to other persons applying for FIT contracts. Now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores supports the construction and operation of the project on the lands. Any questions or comments? Excuse me, all in favor then? Okay, the next one's a little shorter. Next on the agenda is bylaws, and it's been moved by Councillor Mike Myatt and seconded by Councillor Don Madison that bylaw 57-2015, being a bylaw to authorize the entering into of an agreement with Local Authority Services Limited, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 13th day of July 2015. Questions or comments to the bylaw or motion? All in favor then? Opposed, if any? That's carried. The next item is a bylaw, and it has to do with a pool enclosure bylaw, and it's been moved by Vice Deputy Mayor Huber and seconded by Councillor Minaj. That bylaw 58-2015, being a bylaw to provide for the owners of privately owned outdoor swimming pools to erect and maintain swimming pool enclosures, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 13th day of July 2015. Excuse me. Any questions or comments? All in favor then? Opposed, if any? That is carried. The next item is a bylaw to authorize a lease with the art school. And it's been moved by Councillor Madison, seconded by Councillor Mike Myatt, that bylaw 59-2015, being a bylaw to authorize a lease agreement with the Southampton Art Society, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 13th day of July 2015. Questions or comments to that motion or bylaw? Not. All in favor then? Opposed, if any? That is carried. The next item is the sign bylaw, and it's been moved by Deputy Mayor Huber and seconded by Councillor Rich. That bylaw 60-2015, being a bylaw to prohibit and regulate the erection and maintenance of signs, advertising devices, awnings, and canopies in the Town of Saugeen Shores, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 13th day of July 2015. Questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. You were opposed? Pardon? Did I make it? Sorry.
I think you just need to clarify who moved the motion.
Sorry. That's what I was kind of giggling about. There's some pretty scratchy stuff here. No, it was Luke. I apologize for that. I know that is your signature. So it was moved by Deputy Mayor Charbonneau and seconded by Councillor Rich. I haven't seen it for a while, so I didn't know what it looked like. It's fine. So, the next item is to authorize an agreement with a Dr. McKinnon, and it's been moved by Councillor Mike Myatt, seconded by Councillor Madison, that bylaw 61-2015, being a bylaw to authorize an extension of an agreement with Dr. Steve McKinnon, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 13th day of July 2015. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. Item is a confirmatory bylaw, and it's been moved by Councillor Rich and seconded by Deputy Mayor Charbonneau that bylaw 62-2015, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores is hereby ordered first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 13th day of July 2015. All in favor? That's carried. And it's been moved by Councillor Minaj and seconded by Councillor Dave Mayat that this regular council meeting of July the 13th, 2015, hereby adjourned at 9:41 p.m. All in favor? Adjourned. Thank you.